Hello again everyone, my name is Yogdog and welcome to another episode of Imperator Rome. We are playing as per normal, as Rome here, and just continuing to expand in Gaul. This is just going to be an episode where we don't really do too much, just because I have 93.5 aggressive expansion to bleed off, so A is but a number, I suppose. But the integrated culture happiness debuff is pretty high. So I do need to go after Carthage. I do have a truce for a while yet, though. I say a while, another year. And I'm just gonna go for land here, I think. We don't deal with demands. I'm gonna need to send troops over to Africa. So what's happening with the Ptolemaic Kingdom? They're currently being occupied by the Yankai. Interesting. My humming game is not very good, but that's alright. So I could start building a Great Wonder. If I can work out how to, it's been a long time. Ah yeah, like this. Yeah, let's stop him abusing his influence. So, there are a lot we could go for here. Half time we go for the Legion maintenance cost reductions. There we go, conquering traditions. That seems pretty sensible to go for. Expanding culture, dominance for enlightenment. Local research points. Government traditions. I need provincial census for that one, but that would be sensible to go for as well. Let's go for the Legion maintenance cost reduction. So I need 6,000 gold to start this off. Time to strong arm. Instead of a tower, I might just go for a building. Something like that looks good, the theatre. Oh, now I need a lot more gold. I could neglect research as well, like so. Okay, let's get queued up. Oh, India exists. Opponents of Narboensis gets minus 0.25. This could have unintended consequences. So I'm going to reject. But it's really because I don't want to get cohorts which I don't want. I'll get all sorts of random ones. Okay, we have disloyal. Possibly a civil war here if we're not careful. Let's bring him to trial. There we go. We are successful. So I need to put someone in charge here who's actually loyal. You'll do. You're a terrible commander, but you'll do. So all of our forces gathered. Magna Graecia. So Italia, Macedonia, Greece, Magna Graecia. Let's see over Greece. Sorted. Military training traditions free. Logistics free. And you need to be careful. Let's get rid of a ton of the forts. We took a bunch in that last war. Right, Greece definitely doesn't need this amount of forts. Right, a couple of them certainly will be useful, but we don't need that many. Okay. This should massively help. Does mean if I do any naval landings, we're going to be in a bit of trouble, but... So that's going to take our fort maintenance down pretty drastically. Yeah, it's halved. There are a few important forts here and there, but nothing too crazy. Right, conquering traditions free, logistics free, and military training traditions. So that has used all of my political influence and a large chunk of my gold. Which means I can't fabricate a claim. Are there any laws that... So the Cassian reforms give the aggressive expansion impact reduction, which I want to keep. But I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, there's nothing else. I'm actually going to go for Acta Diurna for the integrated culture happiness. Put someone a bit more loyal in over here. Still reducing. Legio Italia is disloyal. That's not good. Let's put someone a bit more loyal in charge. Okay, so I just spread my troops out a little bit longer, a bit further, just because we're having food issues. Choose between a policy of production or civilization in Gaul. We get a splendid arch, which gives 7.5% culture, integrated culture happiness for Roma. No. It's not for our entire civilization, unfortunately. Do, 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 do. That's a lot of gold. It undermines our very democracy, however. I'm just going to put we better not get caught up in this. It'd be nice if there was one or two of these that actually had an impact on a... We have captured a lot, but most of them just do the exact same thing. And a lot of them can't be used, so... because they're not from the right culture or religion. So we have almost 17,000 pops, of which 5,681 of them are Hellenic Romans. I need to move some Roman pops around to colonize a couple of areas up here. I reckon it's going to take 3 wars to bring everything here under control. Ruler has been granted temporary dictatorship. Well, we've not been able to do that, unfortunately. Let's go for a provincial census next. Government tradition, great wonder effect. Which is... where are you, government traditions? I've missed it. There it is. So that'll give the provincial loyalty and loyalty of governors, and as well as monthly corruption reduction. It's actually a very, very nice one to have. $8902 seems a good choice. Well, we're already down to not far off 50 aggressive expansion here, so we're getting there. Our food stockpiles in our capital seem to be okay. We We were having some food issues at one stage, so it's nice that they have mostly been dealt with. Sorry about that, my phone just popped up with something I needed to check. So this has been quite a fun run, I think. Albeit not really much of a challenge towards the end. Rome is a very strong nation, especially in Invictus mod. But even base game, it's extremely strong compared to its contemporaries. The house rules I've used, so not allowed to use mercenaries at all, has been fun, because mercenaries just make the game very, very easy. Fort maintenance cost reduction, don't mind if we do. There are definite things I could do better. I should have got some of the Great Wonders built way earlier in this run and focused on getting my aggressive expansion reduced much more heavily, as well as war score cost reduction, and that would have increased my rate of expansion even more quickly. And ideally I should have really gone to an empire by now, but I don't know how to, which is my problem. Ideally, what I do is rewrite the constitution, but I don't know how to give my ruler a temporary dictatorship. I could have asked on the Discord, but I guess I'm just being an awkward sod. The other thing, really, if you do want to make things easier for yourself, is integrating other cultures makes it better. You've got more pops, which will contribute in various different manners, which is good. But I really just wanted to go for Romans in this run to see what I could do with it. Could go right of appeal. Culture happiness. Exemption from census tax. Yeah, there's a few options I have for culture happiness. Right, let's get some more buildings down. So I think the rest of this run is going to be built around taking Iberia, Gaul, Africa. Going east towards the Ptolemaic Kingdom might be a bit much for me in terms of time, because we're already at 91 BC. I think it ends, is it 67? Or was it later than that? It might even be Imperator Rome end date 27 BC. So that's certainly enough time to take the aforementioned targets, but any more than that might be a bit much. I will have to do a run at some stage, where I do try and get Rome at its greatest extent. It's going to be at breakneck speed, though. For me, anyway. It's far from a world conquest, but it's still very difficult for me. I'm not bad in terms of, I know the mechanics of the game and so on, but I tend not to take too many risks, and I think I would have to take risks and break my nation at specific points in order to hit conquest targets. May even have to truce break. Do, 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 do. Well, Roman culture is spreading. It's still difficult to get it to spread in Gaul, which is because we haven't really been focusing on putting down more of the grand theatres, and there's not many cities to put grand theatres in really. There's a couple, but not many. So I think my next run might be as Rhodes or someone similar, and I'm only allowed to take the Sporades in Crete. I guess maybe the Cyclades as well. And my intent is just going to be to... I'll take a bit more stability, please. It's just going to be to try and help other nations in warfare. Let them expand. And just try and get rich, basically. Put wonders down in every single province that I have. Okay, Legio Magna Graecia needs a new commander. You'll do nicely. Oh, I need some more dates. That's fine. And some precious metals. So wages and army maintenance, the two big expenses here. So in terms of population map mode, Italy is pretty densely populated. Greece is pretty good. I think Egypt... Okay, I was thinking maybe they had something to rival Rome. And it is pretty big, but nowhere near as big as Rome. What about Babylon? It's doing okay. Right, let's cancel some of these imports. Anywhere which has food issues, I just cancel the imports and start importing a bunch of grain, and that seems to fix it. I think I'm going to stab a couple of pigs here. I need some more stability. And we have brought AE down to a manageable level again, which is good. Once it goes down to 20, we're going to go to war against Carthage again. I'm also going to fabricate a claim here. Bigaronia. That's quite a funny name. I'm going to need to send troops over to Africa to guard there, so let's get our fleet ready to do that. However, I think that's going to be it for this episode. It's been another fun one, I think. Quite quiet as we just rebuild up our... I say rebuild our strength. Our strength wasn't sapped in the slightest. It's more of a just getting our nation into a position where it can go on another conquest spree. Bleeding off the aggressive expansion is really important. But thank you for watching, everyone. I will catch you in the next episode.